Hey everybody, today is Monday, September 26th. I'm here for your weekly reading. I apologize, we're one day later than normal. It's just a very, very busy but fun weekend, so I'm a little bit behind here. So today I thought I would use the Pride, the collaborative deck. I've used this before if you've seen any of my other readings. It's an interesting deck. It's a collaborative, meaning, unique individual artists created the design for each one of the cards. So it's going to differ quite a bit from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and certainly even from the Robin Wood Tarot deck, which is probably my favorite deck. But I do like to use this one too, so I will use this one, and I've got the Rider-Waite here to clarify as much or a little as necessary. I thought this time would just kind of pull three different rows of cards. We would be thinking about starting off with an area of interest that we should focus on this week, something that we should focus on that's in front of us. Then think about something that we might need to either let go of or remove our focus from this week. And then we'll get into just the general energies of the week. And then maybe I'll pull a few other cards just for uncovering ways we can kind of explore our own creativity this week. I think that would be kind of fun. So we will first start with an area that we should focus on this particular week. I got the Nine of Pentacles. I got the Four of Pentacles. All right, so we're developing a theme here. I got the Messenger, which is their variation of the Hierophant. So this is the only time they did this, and as far as this Pride Tarot deck is concerned. They replaced the Hierophant with the Messenger. So as you can see, it appears to be a female representative kind of up here at the pulpit, talking to a broader crowd. So similar concept to, I think to the Hierophant, probably just a little bit looser interpretations perhaps. All right, so then what's an area we need to let go of this week? I have the Knight of Wands. I have the Nine of Wands, so the Knight and the Nine of Wands. And then I have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so that's really interesting. We've got two nines and a Knight of Wands here. So general energies for the week. We have the Justice card, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Awesome. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's awesome energy for the week. I think that sounds really, really good. We'll kind of clarify it a little bit with the cards here. Okay, so in the area of what we want to focus our energy and attention on this week, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which, this card is a little bit different, so I'll hold them up so you can kind of get a better view than them being on the table facing me. The Nine of Pentacles is typically with regards to just I think thoughts and appreciation for all the abundance, everything that you've attracted into your experience, everything that you have. And as you know, if you study the law of attraction, any capacity, it's appreciation of what you have and appreciation for certain things that will actually attract more of those things into your life, more of those experiences, things, whatever that might be. Whether it's, the physical things in your existence, money, could even just be possessions or other things that you really enjoy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it can also be, attention to all the great people that are entering your life, the new friends that you're making. If you express appreciation for those kind of things, and it's best to even do like a gratitude journal. I found that to be particularly helpful myself. So I think if you're using a gratitude journal, you want to start using one. You start documenting it and just highlighting in bullets kind of a couple things you feel appreciation for each day, you're grateful for. You start to feel more of those coming in. So that's kind of what this is saying here. I'm going to move in that direction. The Four of Pentacles could be also too, as you appreciate things, to appreciate and attract more of your life, sometimes you need to let go of some things. So for example, if you are holding on tightly to money, you're in a period of lack, or you're in a mental state of lack. But if you're appreciating the money that you have in your experience that you have today, for example, you will attract more of it. And sometimes the way to attract more of it is not only through appreciation, but also, spending it, because you're not afraid that you're going to run out. I think when I think of the four of Pentacles here, he's kind of a little bit miserly, holding on tight. So I think this is kind of like let go a little bit, enjoy what you have, and appreciate it, and you'll attract more of it into your experience. And then lastly, the Messenger. This could be, again, kind of like equating it to the Hierophant, but this could be, using your voice, expressing and kind of getting your voice out there, getting out there in front of others, which I think is another great thing to do in general, right? This could be somebody who is providing some direction and insight and leadership, but it could also just be, getting out and meeting more people and kind of getting in front of sharing your ideas and thoughts that you might have on certain things. Ideas and thoughts may not seem like a big thing to you, but a particular idea could be, a huge business opportunity for somebody else. So I think, again, I'm sensing gratitude, appreciation for everything you have. If you want to attract more of it, getting out there, getting in front of people, expressing yourself. Great thing to do at work too, right? If you have an opportunity to present something at work this week, jump on it. Take that opportunity and nail it out of the park. In terms of an area you might need to let go of, we have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So, nines, these are kind of like, this is like the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands, is, and the Nine of Swords, they're a little kind of beaten down, so to speak. They're not quite done yet. You'll recall, like the Ten of Swords, the guy in the traditional depiction through the Rider-Waite deck has all 10 swords in his back, and he is down on the ground. At that point, it's completely finished. This is saying, there's something that's maybe not quite finished, and maybe there's been a period of like particular hurt, and it's been a challenge or a significant hurdle. I think this is saying you need to leave that behind now. Don't necessarily follow it until it's dead. So if there's something that's been difficult and tough, but it's significantly winding down, this could be a project at work, this could be a project around your house, this could be, home renovations, repairs. If you're over the finish line, kind of withdraw your attention from that and remove it. I think you're almost there. The biggest pain is already over. It's not quite over yet. But it's probably been dragging you down, and maybe this is associated with one particular person. There may be one particular person who is maybe just got a lot of energy and but is also persistent. Is kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting a person is being very persistent or has been persistent, and maybe you've engaged with this person a lot in the past couple of weeks, and they're just kind of like beating you down. So. This could also be leaving a person behind. I'm also kind of getting that as well, right? I'm just kind of going off the cuff, like how do these cards make me feel versus, what's the traditional meaning of it. But when I see these two nines and kind of just that fatigue, I think that I get from both of those cards, a link to this Knight of Wands, there's somebody maybe in your life who is a drain. And I think that this is kind of saying you might need to leave them behind. And I think if you do, we would move it as we think about this column here, which is the energy of the week. It's really pretty phenomenal, right? So we have the Justice card. So the Justice card, which is a great card. I mean, I like this depiction a lot from this particular illustrator. The Justice card is all about decisions coming in. So if you've been waiting on a decision, a judgment, something could be working out. And if that's the case, it's going in your favor. It's bringing in like the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor. There's a decision that's going to be made. So if you're waiting to hear back on a job, you're waiting to hear back on, a decision. It could be something like, decision from the court system maybe on, could be related to a prior judgment, an accusation, could even be a divorce proceedings or something along those lines. You're going to be hearing back. There will be a conclusion or a decision being made. And what this tells me is it could be going in your favor. You're going to have things going in your favor this week. The wheel is moving in your favor. Now, personally, I like this card. However, when I think of the Wheel of Fortune, I don't necessarily think of it as black and white. So I'm not sure why exactly they chose to use this black and white. It wouldn't be my first choice. But that being said, I don't think that the underlying essence or meaning of the card changes that much because of that. And then, of course, lastly, you also have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a brand new beginning too, right? And typically, as it relates to money and abundance and that kind of thing coming in. So if you have been applying for a job, or you've been looking at a business or something financial related, right? Something that's really going to influence your career, maybe your financial standing, your ability to afford some of the nicer things in life, the other things you might want, whether they be things or experiences. There's going to be a decision made. It's going to be going in your favor, and it could be a whole new financial beginning into your life. So let's pull a couple of cards. So I kind of gave you my thought on, each one of these piles. Both what do we need to embrace and kind of give our attention to this week? What do we need to let go, or decentralize, remove, whatever you want to call it, our attention? And then what is the general energy of the week, which is fabulous, right? Last week in September. Let's use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck to pull a couple of cards to get a sense as to, we'll just see if we can do some clarifying. So when I talked about what you need to focus on this week, I talked a little bit about letting go, enjoying life a little bit, spending some money if that means it. Certainly within your means, don't go out buying excessively like the world is ending next week. And kind of getting out in front of people. So let me ask the cards for, give me more information on like where this is going here. So, all right, so I got the Knight of Wands, which is interesting because I also did the Knight of Wands in the area of what do we need to not focus on this week. And this card jumped out, so let's go with this one. I have the Ace of Cups. So again, I think that this is, your outpouring of emotion, the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This could be a scenario where, this person here or somebody that's been bringing you down has more of a negative energy. But maybe this is kind of telling me too about, letting your hair down, getting out and spending some money, getting out and enjoying life. Letting go of some of the, don't be a miser and don't be holding on too tightly to things. This could be, there's somebody this week that's going to ignite your emotions and really kind of bring to life some of your emotions. And they could be a whole new beginning, potentially in love. And maybe you're letting go of this person here to do it. And maybe that's what that's saying to me. Give me more information about what we need to let go of this week. So my thought is there's somebody in your life who's kind of been bringing you down, and a person or situation. So let's see, tell us more about this person or situation that's bringing us down and what we need to let go of. Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this tells me that maybe this particular person is somewhat emotional. But I'm getting the fact that they're emotional and maybe they use their emotions to manipulate you, and that's kind of what they've been doing, and it's just worn you down. So this kind of reaffirms kind of like what I'm gathering thematically here. There's a person that's been it really has been kind of wearing you down, bringing you down, doesn't really make you feel particularly good. Their energy might be more on the negative side. They may appear like they are very, emotionally secure, perhaps. But the positioning with this Seven of Swords tells me they're a little bit sneaky and manipulative, and maybe they use their emotions to gain control of you or to make you feel guilty you're bad or something along those lines. So if that's the case, this person, you just need to let them go. You need to at least give them less attention. Don't commit to anything this week with them, that kind of thing. Tell us more about, universe, on the energy of the week, which is phenomenal. What is this decision? What is this decision that's going to really turn things in our favor and could bring about a whole new financial beginning? Tell us more about this. If anybody's interviewing, I think this could be a really good sign. Okay. I got the Four of Swords. Okay, and I got the Six of Swords. Okay, so whatever this decision is, there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to do here. I think the Four of Swords is saying, hey, you know what? You can just, there's nothing left to do. sit and relax, be quiet, and just kind of maybe just kind of put it behind you and just move on. But it could also, so I think that the Four of Swords definitely means there's nothing left for you to do. So if you're wondering what it is, what you need to do to influence this decision, there's nothing. The decision has either already been made and you just will be apprised of it this week, or it hasn't been made and you'll be learning of it in a couple of days. The other thing here is this, the Six of Swords, right? The Six of Swords is all about moving on. So this could be like, hey, somebody's got your back too. So I just got that image from it. Like I always think of this card as like kind of moving on to calm the waters, guardian kind of angels. But I got that when I think of this in relation to these other cards here, somebody's got your back. So somebody could be standing up for you or speaking up for you. Somebody could be strongly advocating for you. So let's say that you have interviewed for a job. If you know the hiring manager or you have somebody internally or there's some connection there, somebody might be particularly voicing their support for you specifically. So again, there's really nothing you need to do there. I think you just need to sit back and enjoy. And again, I think just come back and, give thanks and express gratitude for everything that you've got in your life this week. Because, there's somebody potentially coming in. There's somebody potentially coming in, or there's somebody in the peripheral with whom you could have like a great relationship or friendship with. There's a lot of emotion that could come from that, positive emotion, I think. Given its association with the Nine of Pentacles and knowing what the nine means, the fulfillment and the feeling like you've got everything you want and need. And, you'd be letting go of some dead weight, I think. And otherwise just having a great week, a brand new beginning, and the world is turning in your favor. So thanks for joining me today. Certainly drop any questions or comments down below, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks.